second. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah,
Is this where swim practice is?
Yeah, but it's not for a couple hours.
Do you both do swim?
Yeah, we both swam. We both swam together at community college.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
Sure, yeah, that's okay.
How about we just start with your names and what you did?
Hi, my name is Ira Irvani.
What'd you do?
And I did swim. I did a little bit of water polo, but I mostly swam in high school, community college, and I did club too.
Hi, my name's Sarah McGuire, and I did water polo throughout high school and into university. And then I decided, or not really decided, but I got injured. I thought that I would never swim or play water polo again, and I decided when I moved back home to go to community college and to finish it out. And a lot of people look at community college and they think it's like beneath them, but going from university and going back to community college, the experience was very similar with how many days you had to practice, how many times.
Yeah.
The intensity of it was a little bit less, but
Yeah. No, I thought it was like when I would tell my non-athlete friends, I'm like, yeah, I have practice, weights in the morning, then swim practice, then class, and then practice again, plus tournaments, 6 days a week. They were like, are you training for the Olympics? And I'm like, no, this is community college.
Hello, Coach. My name's Celine. I wanted to come introduce myself.
Celine. It's nice to put a face to a name. You did polo at...
Yeah, I got a full ride, but then I got a shoulder injury, so...
Well, welcome to Pacific Coast Community College.
Yes, I am ready to get back into it.
So, when I heard about your scholarship and saw your picture in the paper with those impressive times a couple years ago, I guess I was expecting someone a little bit thinner. Lean muscle.
I was hoping to try and get on a team to transfer with qualifying times.
You did have some good times. Let's see how you do in the water. And the race coming up, that'll help me figure it out. Oh, you can put your stuff over there. That's Bethany. I want you to get in her lane.
in the moment, I took it in stride and I thought it was my fault and it's my problem, so I need to immediately fix it. It was very detrimental to my health, and I ended up losing weight, 70, almost 80 pounds in 3 months. I would never do that to anybody that I coach now, having that experience.
Can you touch on your experience being recruited?
When I was recruited, the only thing in my mind was that I needed to just specifically play my sports and education would come right along after it, which is not true. I have the opposite experience now when I'm coaching. I think that you're a student first, student athlete. That's what they want you to portray you to be. But when you go and play for universities, some of the universities, they only care if you specifically are an athlete. But when I got redshirted, it definitely made me realize that education wasn't the reason why I was at that school.
Celine, what set are you on?
I'm on the warm-up set.
Okay, I'm gonna let you figure that out. When you're ready to swim, please join us for the main set.
Hey, is that Coach?
Yeah.
You're a minute late.
Sorry, this is my first time on the pool deck. I had trouble finding it.
Well, let's not make it a habit. What's with the camera?
Oh, I'm in a film class, and I'm doing this documentary project.
Have you swam before?
Yeah, I was on my high school swim team, my middle school swim team. I did club. I love the water and being a part of a team.
What are your times?
What?
For the events you swam.
Oh. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Let's just have you go in that far lane.
I think that, when I was in high school, I loved swimming. I love being in the water. And I stuck with swimming because in high school, I wanted to prove to the coaches that I was worthy enough to be on the team. But I realized that I was never gonna get that satisfaction, that they never ever were gonna think that I was good enough to be on the team.
Okay, for the main set, we need 15 25 sprints, 4 25s underwater, 5 75s. Anything
What's the set?
but freestyle.
I'm not really sure. I can't really hear.
600s backstroke, 250s at race pace, 6 200s at mile pace, 50s free, starting with a dive for time.
Do you want to go?
It's okay, I'll go last. It's been a couple years.
Me too.
When I was it was during one of the sets. So it was like early on in the season too. I was swimming Santa. I started swimming. I was behind, but I somehow pushed myself and was able to finish the set on time. And I felt so good. And the coach was right there and was like, "Are you interested in diving?" And I was confused. I said no, and I don't think that she really thought I was. She wanted me to be on the dive team. To have someone tell you so blasé, "Are you interested in diving?" Knowing that they don't think you'll be a good diver, they just don't want you on the swim team. It was just crushing. It was really that point that I realized this person is not ever gonna think that I'm good enough.
You understand why you got DQ'd, right? Okay, good.
Why'd you get DQ'd?
What?
When the ref talks to you, it usually means you've been disqualified.
I don't know.
Well, make sure it doesn't happen again. If this is how it's gonna go, maybe swim isn't the sport for you.
She never ever explained to me why I got disqualified. I still to this day.
You should know. I'm just kidding.
No, I should know. I should know why I got disqualified because as coaches now, when an athlete is disqualified, we get this little piece of paper that's like a parking ticket. It's a carbon copy and it says their name and what they did wrong. But all she said to me was make sure it doesn't happen again. And I was so confused. I was so like distraught. Like, what am I supposed to take from this situation as a learning experience, as an athlete that wants to get better but doesn't know how to? It was really, really frustrating.
Ian, what's going on?
Nothing. How was your event?
I mean, it was fine, but my times are not what they used to be, that's for sure.
Ian, is that a good conversation?
What?
Because you just missed your event. Don't bother getting up. You already missed the event. I just hope that conversation was worth it.
I was reading a book. I was reading Anne Rice's The Witching Hour. The coach comes out. I was like, is that a good book? Everyone stops, remember? Everyone's like, music stops. Well, you just missed your event, so I hope that that book was worth it. I try to get up and explain, and show my arm. I only have 2 events, but he just kind of says, it's too late, you already missed your event. I hope it was worth it.
It was really bad on how it was handled because it was
Yeah.
in front of all of his peers.
In front of all of us.
I mean, I remember this clear as day, and you went in the bathroom and you started crying.
Yeah, I started crying because I was confused. I was like, why was I just ostracized? Why was I put on display as an example for the other students? I don't know. It was confusing.
Well, I'll tell you this, we did not miss our events after that, but it should have just never, the way it was handled and the point of not being able to really understand and explain what happened. Everybody misses an event. I have missed an event. It's a common thing and you learn from it as a student, but you're not gonna learn from it if a coach ostracizes you right from the get-go.
Do you want me to quit?
What?
Is that your goal for me?
I have no personal vendetta against you. I never have.
You tell me I'm not fast enough. Talk shit to the coaches about me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You've made my swimming experience unpleasant. This is my last year.
What was all that yelling?
Ian was asked.
Ian doesn't have the qualifying times. Ian isn't going anywhere in this world. The only one who matters is you, okay? Just get ready for the race today.
And Bethany, remember, we're here to win.
When we were both on the swim team, I had already had a seasoned experience from the coach for water polo. So I was used to the early mornings and everything, so we would have to be at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I can't remember how exactly it happened, but I think our coach walked in and went to the captain and they basically said,
Guess who isn't here today?
I know.
I just don't know how you miss a morning practice. We're halfway through the season. We have the relay coming up. It's so unprofessional. Why does he even bother?
everybody stopped. We were in the middle of kettlebells or something, and the captain was like, "Yeah, what are you expecting?" And after our weight room, we usually would have a couple of minutes to go and drive over to the pool. And I stopped and I talked to the coach and I said,
Ian lives far away, and I Now he's working on his project.
You know, Bethany actually lives even further away, and she makes it here on time.
I think he's going through something.
You know, I'm gonna tell him, Ian, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna swim in the final race. Bethany's told me you've been late multiple times, and it's clear to me that you're not committed, you don't want to be here. Like, maybe he should just work on his little project instead of being a swimmer.
And this isn't like, just, a unique experience that me and Sarah have faced. Like, this is something that happens a lot. I mean, we're coaching differently, and we're trying to break that mold, but this is something that happens a lot where you have your, star player, and they kind of, say, you have to be like this person, or this is the person that, I want everyone to aspire
Yeah,
to
but there's
be.
a way of doing that with being a role model.
Yes, yeah.
And saying hey, you should be like this person. I don't think that any coach should say that. I think that you should strive to see the successes that this person has, and maybe you can capitalize on it as well.
Hi, Coach. You wanted to see me?
Yeah,
Is there a problem?
your times.
Yeah, I PR'd. I shaved like 20 seconds off my event.
Yeah, that was a good race. You were disqualified.
What?
The rules are, and you know what, you should know this. You have to wait for your fellow swimmers to finish before getting out of the pool. Your final times, regardless, didn't technically qualify, and your grades. So I guess what I'm asking is, what's your backup?
My backup?
Yeah. What are your other interests? Do you have I don't know, what was that major you would, what do you want to study? David, it's nice to put a face to a name. You swam at State?
Yes, I did. I was on a full ride, but I injured my knee, so now I'm just trying.
Fuck. Sorry. No, I just, I don't know. What was the question again?
Is there
Oh, anything else? Oh, I don't know. I think
something you want to say?
about, I'm gonna try to end with a positive thing. I think,
On the positive.
I'll end on the positive. I think as terrible as it was, and there were really terrible things, I think